people, you're welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Jennifer, a Cameroonian based in Saudi. You're welcome to my channel, and I talk about my life while at work, and I also share some motivation. Very much welcome. Feel free to drop your comments, to drop your suggestions, to always give me a feedback on every video I make. And please make sure to turn on the notification button so every time I put up a video you will be notified. Story, yeah. So today is a story time, a real story about my life, something that happened to me 2 years ago in this kingdom. So grab yourself some popcorn, some juice, or whatever you can, get comfortable, and let's ride on. So it was one beautiful Saturday 2 years ago in the month of March. So we decided, my colleagues, a team of friends, were so many of us, we decided to go on a safari trip in a desert. Wow, how exciting and how interesting. And it was during a short break from school, so we were excited. The day had finally come. We had prepared, the experience, something you've never experienced. We had all the anxiety, we had all the preparations made, and having heard the vibes from those who had done such a trip before. Now, a safari trip entails going to a desert side, having fun. It's like a picnic in the desert with in the open air. You have fun, and we have boogie rides, we have jeep rides. It's so much fun. So the experience is usually amazing. Happy she's going to have a boogie ride for the first time. I'm going to enter a jeep for the first time. So it was so much anxiety and fun all put together right before. So I was at the back, she was riding, Nita was going smoothly. It was so enjoyable, it was so much fun. I was there with my phone taking pictures, the camera was rolling, it was so fun. Now my turn came. I'm like, okay, now, because the instruction on how to ride is quite easy on how to ride the bike, so I was given the instructions. I took the lead. Now, Nita, okay, go back, it's my turn. The girl took the ride. She was going. It was so fun. I rode around, spinning around. I went around the first time. So much fun. I was going around the second time. I didn't realize. I don't know what happened. I don't know when it happened. I don't know how it happened. But I saw our bike going on the floor, rolling twice, and I was under. Hey guys, I saw myself being carried and rode with the bike on the ground, and the ground was sandy, it had rocks. So apparently it looks like the bike hit a rock as I put a high speed. The last thing I remember was I accelerated, but I saw myself under the bike. I felt people pulling me out of the bike. Your girl had a very fatal accident. I cannot remember what was happening. I was in pains. Blood was oozing out of my face. Was it above? I had a cut here, a deep wound, so there was blood oozing. I was just hearing people calling my name, Jenny, Jennifer. Guys, at this moment, I don't know what happened. All I could remember that was happening to me that day, I was in pains. I felt like my arm had been removed from my body, and my head I was just feeling myself in a weird dream, and all I wanted was to sleep. At that point, I just felt like if I sleep, the pains will go away. Guys, I had a shock, a serious shock from that accident. So an ambulance was called, an ambulance came for me. I couldn't move my arm, it was hurting. Everyone was around me, the shock, everyone was panicking. They carried me back to where our tent was, trying to give me first aid while waiting for the ambulance. I was made to lie still, but I wanted to sleep. All I wanted was to sleep. My arm was killing me. My head was paining. I wanted to sleep, but I kept felt them calling me, no, don't sleep. Guys, I wasn't myself. So after about 30 minutes, the ambulance came. They carried me. They put something on my arm. They tried to hold my arm with something. They put me on a stretcher, took me into the ambulance, and I was taken to the nearest hospital. I thank God for the kind of friends and colleagues I have, my coordinators. They took care of me. They were so much in shock, guys, this experience. So all what I'm telling you guys now is what they told me, because I wasn't awake to actually see this happening. So this is the feedback I was getting when I woke up. Now, going to the hospital, the ambulance took me to the nearest hospital. Guys, story. In that pain, in that confusion, we got to that hospital. They said they cannot attend to me until we opened a file. And to open that file was very costly. It's like 5,000 real. They demanded it upfront cash because my insurance is not under that hospital. So if I had to be admitted or consulted, anything that had to be done on me, even checking me out, I had to pay that sum of money. Guys, where will your girl get that kind of money? 700k, 700,000 francs CFA. Where are we going to get that kind of money? Where we were, and I was in pain. For me, I don't even know what was happening. I kept calling the nurses, please, they should check my arm, like my arm. I just kept screaming, my arm. They said they couldn't do anything to me. Yeah, that was the rule. Please, no one should ask me why or anything. It was just the rule, but we felt bad. So what do we have to do? We have to go to another hospital. They had to take me. Now that movement, displacing me, was killing me. My arm was killing me. My head was killing me. They had tied a band above my head and the wound had stopped bleeding for a while. Now guys, second hospital we went to was the hospital where my insurance covers, where they accept my insurance card, because not all insurance cards work for all hospitals. Okay, it's in different categories and classifications. Okay, I don't want to go into that. So my people, we went to this hospital. Guess what? There was not an available doctor that could check my wound or could even consult me. Yeah. And number two, my insurance could not cover the gravity of the situation. My insurance could not cover it. Okay, so your girl is dying. I was dying. That's the story going. My friends they were already having it up to here, and for me, I couldn't hear anything. They kept on grumbling. Imagine moving me from one hospital to another. It wasn't. So one of my friends just said, like, why are we going to all these big hospitals? What's the point even going to big hospitals when we have clinics around? Khalas, let's go to a clinic I know where she gave birth to her kids. So she took me there, and you know what, girls? That is where I was received. No, they didn't even ask for my insurance card in this hospital. They received me, consulted me. Immediately, the doctor said I should go for an x-ray for my arm, and the wound on my head should be dressed immediately. So when I went there, I went for an x-ray. Lucky enough, I had no broken bone. So it was just a serious sprain. Thank God for that. And the wound was dressed. So the wound was quite deep, was very deep. I don't know if you guys look at, there is a scar above my eyebrow here. It was very deep, but the doctor said he's not going to stitch it. He's just going to dress it and let it heal, because if he stitches the wound, it's going to give me a very big scar. So let me just let it heal properly. So guys, this is part 1 of the story. Now, why am I bringing up this story? I've had the phobia, I've had this fear of, facing that again. So in 2021, we still organized this out, and I said I'm not going. I told my colleagues, I told my coordinators I'm not going, because I still have that phobia, I still have that fear. And after what I had experienced from hospital to hospital, it was really killing me. So I didn't want to, I was so scared, of riding a buggy or anything that has to do with a safari trip. So why did I bring this story was because the 12th of March, another safari trip has been organized. And I was bold enough. I said, okay, I'm going to face my fears and go. Let me go and remove that phobia. Let me take off that bad experience by facing it again. So they have organized a new safari trip, and I will be going there to face my fears. So that's why I wanted to share you all this story. I'm going to attach pictures on it. So there is a lesson at the end of this story, and we are all going to get the lesson in part 2. So this is the end of part 1. I hope you stay tuned for part 2. So in part 2, I'm going to do a vlog. I'll try as much to vlog about how the trip will be going. So tomorrow, the 12th of March, I'll be going for a safari trip, and I'm going to face my fears. So I'll try to vlog each step of the way, and I'll come back with the lesson from this story, why I am sharing the story. So thank you very much for watching my video. Please like, subscribe, and share. You can drop a comment what you're expecting from the next video. And I don't know if any one of you have had an experience of having an accident before, maybe with a bike, with a car. I've never had an accident in my life, so that was my first major accident. Maybe that's why the fear was so much in me. So I don't. Thank you guys for watching the video. Stay tuned for part 2.